Hi folks, Donna Bob here, back in Vembre Park. This time we're going to take a look sort of on the fly at the Morrison dinosaur exhibit. You can see from the title screen that we have Camarasaurus in here, and as we launch toward the savanna plain, you can see Brachiosaurus is in there as well. So this is the first viewing platform on the way toward the exhibit from the front of the park. There's a viewing area here right on the path, but one can get a little bit closer and get some other stuff in the viewing platform right here. We're going to take a walk up there. It's all ramped, so our accessibility needs guests can get in there, and it gives you a decent view of a fleeting platform for the sauropods. There's actually some stuff out there for some dinosaurs. Hopes that they will come out to this end of the exhibit. They've been spending all their time down the other end. We have screens for all the animals in there. You've mention them all at this point, and we'll head back out for the other features in the viewing platform. The habitat down opposite the building is for Dryosaurus by itself, and that would have been part of building the zoo up with smaller animals. So we've got two nutrition stalls and two small restrooms in there with a little bit of a floral mural in the entry to the restrooms. Obviously, I still have some more landscaping to do around these areas. You can see that bridge you caught a glimpse of is the way over to the dinosaurs introduced in the last episode, the Pachyrhinosaurus and the northern Edmontosaurus. We're approaching the second viewing platform. This was sort of revised from that first one. Very heavy revision. Along the path here, even though it has plants that I've got to get rid of, guests would get a potential view of the animals through the fence, but naturally the viewing is much better from the viewing platform. So we'll pop inside here, and there's another restroom in here and potential to add some more stuff. We'll go up the stairs, mind your head. That's something I fixed after I did this video. And up here you have a panorama view of the savanna habitat. The brachiosaur in particular really wants very flat ground. That may change in the future, who knows? But right now you pretty much need a flat habitat if you want them to be able to walk through all of it. You can see another brachiosaur out there in the distance, and there are camarasaurs out there, and where the cursor just circled, there are dryosaurs. We're going to have a lot more footage of animals on the end here because there's no speed build in this one, in case you hadn't already noticed. This video was shot sort of as an interim. I had been building this without shooting video. So, down here there's an intended area where there'll be a little bit closer to the fence place guests can go, and oops, we've already popped into the animals. And then off deeper into the park for some other North American dinosaurs, but that's for down the road. The sauropods produce a lot of poop, and I hadn't quite figured out the best arrangement for the dung beetle nests, so it kept accumulating in here. I don't know why that camarasaur really wants to look over his back while he's starting, but it's his thing, I guess. The brachiosaurs, like I said, we're having trouble walking around. This one, as you can see, is sort of stuttering and doing the usual, not very good aim at the feeder. I did have to come back into this exhibit and do some work on smoothing out some of the ground, and I was able to enhance the portion of the exhibit the Brachiosaurus can walk around on by quite a bit. So these are the other guys hanging out there, the little ones. They share the exhibit with the big sauropods and do their best to not get stepped on. Yeah, chirp, chirp. This exhibit will be much nicer if and when we get Stegosaurus in the game. It just doesn't feel like the Morrison to me without Stegosaurus. And it also gives a nice dinosaur in between the small Dryosaurus and the giant sauropods. And, you know, one can hope that someday we'll see some other Morrison animals to flesh out a pretty well-known formation and give animals of other sizes. Obviously, if we get any of the other theropods, we won't want them in this particular habitat, but you know, Camptosaurus and Gargoylosaurus would be nice animals to have to share with these big herbivores. They do stride in a stately fashion, don't they? Although this one seems to be leaning over to one side as he walks. I don't know quite what that's all about. Maybe he's got his eye on something on the ground that he's suspicious about. I don't know. You can ask him if you want. I expect I'll be doing some more Vembre Park videos. I certainly have more plans. All depends on how stable the build stays. It is quite extensive, the park at this point. You know, sauropods alone take up a lot of territory, and we've got currently all the in-game sauropods. But it looks like the sun is setting, and it's going to be time, even in this short one, for Dino Bob to fade into the sunset. And try and get back with another video for the next week. Although I think I'll have to pre-record it because we're getting into the holiday season, and I don't know how much work I'll get in the game. And I know the devs are revving up for the next major update, and just when that's going to drop is unclear. All we can do is wait and see. Well, thanks for stopping by. If you like the videos, hit that like button. If you want to stay apprised, subscribe. And with the Brachiosaur going to sleep, it's time for me to say goodbye. You all be kind to each other out there, and I'll see you again in another video. Take care now.